Hey, what's going on, guys? Hex coming back into the brand new video. And today we're going to be talking about Black Clover, man. Episode 67, I believe it is. And I didn't plan on talking about this, but it's one of those laid-back episodes that I felt was pretty damn good, so I did want to talk about it. And, I mean, we all know Asta's a ladies' man. He goes on a date today. Asta gets a girlfriend, Kahano. So, but in all seriousness, you know, I really did enjoy this episode, not for the whole double date and atmosphere and so on and so forth, but I enjoyed it for the comedic aspect of the show. If Black Clover does anything good, it's definitely for the comedic aspect of the show. I mean, whether it's just downtime or it's just in general, the show just was written well enough to have a really good, fluid comedic aspect to it. And I don't know why that is. I don't know. I really just don't know. You know, something that's really kind of unique to the show. A lot of shonen can try to have that comedic aspect into the show. Sometimes they hit, sometimes they totally miss. It's just kind of like, oh, okay, whatever, you try to crack a joke. But this show does a pretty damn good job of that, actually. But other than that, I do want to talk about the whole scene to where Kahano and her brother actually get their limbs back. That was just one of those scenes to where you really start to like Asta's character, right? It just draws you in, pulls you in, and it's in a way, it doesn't like directly do it necessarily. You know, Asta didn't really even put dialogue in there. He didn't make a big speech. He didn't even think of it as a huge deal. He just did it because he felt as if they deserve to have those body parts back. They deserve to have their dreams back. And that scene, I think, clearly showcases that he doesn't only wish for his dreams to come true, he wishes for the people around him's dream to also come true. So that's pretty cool to see. It just makes you really gravitate towards towards his character. That's pretty special stuff right there. I mean, just the way they present things, you know what I mean? They did it off screen. Also got that magic from her off screen. And now that he presents it to them, it's just cool to be surprised like that. I think it kind of adds a lot of almost value to the scene, and it's like it elevates the scene, I would say, even because it doesn't shove it in our face. You know what I mean? It all kind of happens at once, and we're surprised too, just with the other characters. So maybe it makes it more engaging. You know what I mean? Since we're kind of going through the same kind of thing mentally as the characters that got their limbs back, their dreams back, their hopes back. So that's pretty cool to see, actually. But the haunted house scene was also funny. Whenever we see Konoha and her plan of trying to get Asta and Noelle together, and she's doing nothing but kind of trying to make Noelle jealous so she'll spill the beans, per se. But seeing those one dudes from Mantis get their asses kicked, at what point do you start feeling sad for these guys? I mean, the one guy's an idiot. The one guy always only does it for himself. He may be the most selfish person in the anime, for God's sake. But, I mean, they got what they deserve, so I guess we can't be too mad about that. But nonetheless, it's still this kind of, that catches to something else. Then you also have, crazy people like Yami about to start a fight, and it looks like next episode's fight, they're actually going to leave the festival just so they can go down underneath the cave and fight and settle the score. Wherever that score is, I don't know, but nonetheless, I don't know. I don't even know at this point, man. But other than that, at the same time, I think it is right to take a look at Asta being pissed about the peasant thing. Those are also scenes, and I probably should have mentioned this about 2 minutes later, earlier in the video. But those are also the scenes that we gravitate towards this character once again. You know what I mean? No one wants someone to be treated differently because of who they are socially. You know what I mean? I mean, no one wants someone to be treated differently because of the money aspect and or the where you come from aspect. That's always something I think most people can always gravitate towards, because you can always say, what if I was that person? My family's not rich, so I would be that person, Maybe my family's not poor, but they ain't rich like the rich, so maybe I'd be a peasant. You kind of put yourself in that person's shoes, and it really just makes you mad at the people around them. And so far, the show's done a great job of showcasing that. Not even My Hero Academia does that aspect of it. It never went that route, and maybe it would have actually elevated the show if that was possible for My Hero Academia. Because I look up My Hero Academia, and I say, Deku, I almost said Asta, excuse me. Deku, you are a character that I was engaged and I was rooting for you because of your own passion. But if people around you were kicking you down at the same time, would I root for him more? I probably would, and that's the thing about Asta that I do enjoy, that they did a great job in the very beginning of the show presenting him as not just the loser in that area, but the loser of the world. You know, he was not like Deku. This is actually presented even better than Deku's character. You could most definitely argue for sure. And if you're a Black Clover fan, you may damn well win. Because I look at, you know, Deku's character, and he's just a character that we all root for, cheer for. My Hero Academia is great writing. It does everything it needs to do. But then at the same time, we look at Asta's character, and, you know, what, 40% of people, 30% of people in My Hero Academia don't have powers or so. But in Black Clover, it's a super rarity. You know, like there's probably only like 5% of the people in the world that don't have powers. It's very unique. It's something that you do not see every day by no means. As for My Hero Academia, it's not something you don't see every day, but it is something you do see. So it's pretty damn cool to see all that. So yeah, I like what I saw. I mean, I find the show to get better and better as it's progressing throughout the anime. So, I mean, other than that, though, guys, you guys have been Hex. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow on Twitter, X25. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Thanks for watching, guys.